Hey, you guys, welcome to Let's Talk. I'm Marcy Wright, and this is...
I'm Scott Wright.
And we are going to be talking about fun today.
We are going to be talking about fun.
Fun. You know, and this has been a very intense time for the two of us. And an intense time. And it's an incredibly intense time in the world around us, too. And so I feel like, and so does Scott, that we need to revisit just what it means to have fun.
Yeah, we may just be doing this for us because other people may be having a lot of fun. I mean, Brooke said they love to go camping. Other people love to do different things. And we've talked about this. People ask me, in fact, our friend that was in this week asked me, Scott, what are your hobbies? And I just stared at him and I said, I don't have any hobbies.
Yeah, well, there is a hobby that you have.
That's fun. So a couple things. One is I want to point out some things that today is. I don't know if y'all have ever gone to these calendars that have what the special day is today. There's some stupid things. Yeah, there's some stupid things. Today, for some people, would get real excited about this, is National Beer Lovers Day. National Beer Lovers Day, for those of you who like the ale, you can celebrate today.
I like that one.
Today is Buy a Book Day.
Oh yeah, I'm going to give a plug too. I just finished a book.
Marcy just finished a book,
which was really, really good, and it's called The Nightingale. There you have it.
I got to be honest with y'all. This book is how many pages?
It's almost 600 pages.
Almost 600 pages. And she got done with it in 3 days. Mm-hmm. So that's something you enjoy doing.
I do. Because it had some history in it too. And because I love history.
That was fun for you.
That was fun for me.
Also today is
there you go.
International Day of Clean Air.
For blue skies.
So breathe it in, enjoy it. International Day of Clean Air. Mm-hmm. And then the last one I want to bring up is this is one that everyone can participate in is National Feel the Love Day. And so it's got the little heart. National Feel the Love Day. I feel the love. Anyway. So today we're going to talk about having fun. And as I said, I don't do a good job of having fun. I'll just admit that. I don't do a good job at finding things that I enjoy. I used to love sports, and I can't really play sports anymore because of my shoulders. And we have started working out again, and y'all probably have experienced this, but we are still in constant pain from working out. And we're realizing,
but working out, you get to see everybody else who works out too. And then you can either have fun looking at them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I got to tell y'all, so where we work out, there's a guy who we call him the treadmill walking guy. And he comes in and he's got his cup of coffee and he's got his phone and he walks backwards on the treadmill.
He sachets.
He does. I follow the wrong team. Now, I have fun. I guess, Brooke, I have fun watching America's team and God's team. Hey, Brenda. So that is one thing I do have fun in doing. Uh-huh. And I did, with some friends of ours, go to the LSU game this week. And I had fun with my friends. I did not have fun at the LSU game.
Well, point. That was not a very good game to watch.
It was a horrible game to go to. Anyway, so I was listening to a TED Talk about having fun, and it's by a woman named Catherine Price.
Right.
And so I was listening to it, and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't have fun. And this is going to sound really bad. I mean, Marcy and I, we have fun together, but I'm talking about just spontaneous fun. Don't we have fun together?
Gosh, that question's so hard. Let me think for a moment.
Oh, dang. I just know as kids, you used to walk up to people and go, hey, let's play.
Okay, so I never walked up to people and said, hey, let's play.
When you were a child?
No. I mean, you just did things. You didn't, the cognition there of, hey, let's play.
I had a guy
give me a break.
I had a guy come down.
Whatever.
In my big town of Wheeler, Texas, walked down the street, knocked on my door, and he said to my mom, can Scott come out and play?
Okay, so.
That never happened to you?
No. I mean, it was always.
Did you have friends?
I did have friends, but we didn't. It was like, hey, you want to go outside and run? You want to go outside and build, do mud pies? It wasn't like titled or labeled.
I would ask friends. I mean, I see kids all the time when they're younger say, hey, you want to play with me? You see it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't, yeah.
See, you're even fighting against the idea of play.
No, I'm not fighting against the idea of play. It's the semantics.
Maryland said they travel, and Maryland.
Yes, y'all do.
They do travel. And so they enjoy that. So this idea of having fun, one passage of scripture that came to mind to me is when Jesus said, if you do not become like children, you shall not inherit the kingdom of God. And so I got really convicted by watching this video of this woman saying that we need to have more fun for our own health, for our mental health, emotional health. And so we're going to talk about that. One of the things that this woman says, Christine, what was her name? Catherine Price.
Pierce.
We just completely destroyed her name. Catherine Price. One of the things she says is many of us use the word fun for anything that we do in our leisure time, even if it's not enjoyable. And in fact, a waste of time. And she gives examples. She said, for example, some people say that they're having fun just scrolling through their social media. And she said, and this has been proven through research, that social media has a tendency to bring depression and to make us feel bad about ourselves, but we say that's fun.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that she says that I think is true for a lot of people, that you get back from something and you go, wow, that was fun. Mm-hmm. And then you think back and go, that was not fun at all. And I really would prefer not to do that ever again. But we say, we lie to ourselves and we say it's fun. And she says, she makes a really good point. This Catherine Price woman, she makes a really good point. And she said that fun is a feeling. It's not an activity. And the definition in the dictionary means to do something lighthearted and she said, so we have this vague idea of what fun is. And she said, but it's really a feeling. It's not an activity. And then she walks through a variety of things that people say are fun, which some of them I do think is fun. She said, dancing is fun. Marcy and I used to like to dance all the time. And we stopped for some reason. Why did we stop dancing?
Well, probably because I had a bottom that was bruised for the rest of my life, because when we were dancing in Dallas, Texas on a beautiful wooden floor,
we're going back.
We were two-stepping and we were jitterbugging too. And when I went under his arms and I was supposed to grab his hands and my hand missed his and we both went backwards. I hit the floor on my backside and slid probably a good, 25 yards on my butt across the dance floor. And I looked up and Scott is nowhere to be found. He's gone. And there I am.
I wasn't gone. I was on the other end of the dance floor laughing.
He was on the other end.
I was having fun laughing. I was laughing. It was funny. Mm-hmm. So we used to like to dance, but now that she feels like that I dropped her, even though she's the one that didn't grab my hand, she blames
Deflection.
me. This idea that I don't know if you know it or not, but so many people love the game of pickleball, and pickleball is fun. Have you played pickleball?
Yeah, in our front in the driveway.
Oh, that's right, we did in the driveway.
We kind of had a makeshift one.
Yeah, that wasn't really pickleball. But just to let you know,
that's intense. Pickleball can it is pickleball regardless. It's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So, you may not know this, but Josh Shakesnyder has painted out a pickleball court up here at Newsong. We have pickleball nets.
Portable ones.
We have pickleball paddles. So we have access to pickleball now.
Yep.
And we would love for y'all to come play pickleball. And if you want to come play, just let me know. I'll put the stuff out. But pickleball's fun. All these things are fun. And it's this question of, why have we stopped having fun? Why have we stopped being childlike? What is it about adults that have a tendency? And I don't know if y'all are seeing it or not, but I'm seeing it in our adolescents as well. I'm seeing it in young adults now who have forgotten how to have fun, and they're spending so much time on their phones. Speaking of phones, they're spending so much time on their phones. They're spending so much time on so many other things that they're just not having fun anymore. And I have to say today, since you picked up your phone,
to turn it off,
that today,
to silence it.
Today is a fun day for me. It's not really a fun day for you, but it's a fun day for me because Apple is Apple is bringing out all their new products. See, that's fun for me. It's not fun for you, but it's fun for me. Anyway, Catherine Price talks about 3 components of what it is to have fun. And the first component is playfulness. And it's just playing. It's lighthearted. She says it's a lighthearted attitude to do things simply and to simply do them, not taking yourself or those things too seriously. Yeah. And we get, even in playing games, we get so competitive. Marcy and I, we can't be on the same team anymore. Because we were playing Pictionary one time and I drew a great picture and the word was diaper rash, and I drew a great picture and she picked something.
Be careful.
I'm not going to say what you said because it was horrible, but she said something that didn't have anything to do, didn't even look like that. And I'm like, that's perfect diaper rash. She missed it. We got serious with one another and we just say we can't be on the same team anymore. And so even board games aren't fun. Man, you mess up everything. You don't grab my hand. You don't grab my hand. You don't pick the right thing. It's crazy. So the first thing is playfulness. The second thing is connection. And she says, Catherine Price says, one of the things is you can play by yourself, but one of the key things to true playfulness and to play and to have fun is with someone else. We know, as followers of Christ, that God's created us that way. We know that God's created us to play together and have fun together. And so what a great way to do that. The last one is flow, the state in where you are so engaged with what's going on that you lose all track of time. You lose track of what's going on around you because you are so entrenched in what's happening because you're having so much fun.
I think when I think about that flow thing, when our whole family, our daughter-in-law and our son-in-law and our kids, we all were together around tables, and we were playing intense, spicy Uno. Is that what it was called?
Spicy Uno.
Had so much stinking fun.
Spicy Uno is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's, cards,
but can be competitive.
It can be highly competitive. You get to know each other incredibly well, and it was just a lot of fun. So very simple things can be very fun things too. Yeah. And are you doing that? And do you schedule it in your life?
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Good.
We're going to talk about some specifics of what you can do.
Good.
And here's what's concerning to me. We're probably sitting here talking about this, and y'all may be sitting out there going,
"You're stupid.
What is wrong with Scott and Marcy?" Because we have fun all the time. We have fun when we actually create the space and make the time. It's just creating the space and making the time.
Yeah.
And so she says, in order to do these 3 things, which is playfulness and flow and connection, She said there's some things that we need to get in place in our life in order to have fun. And the first is this, that we need to reduce distractions in order to increase the flow, in order to really be present and to be involved in the situation. And she asked the question in her TED Talk. She said, so what's our number one distraction? Well, she was asking it rhetorically, but from the crowd, someone yelled and screamed, our phones. And she laughed and she said, you're exactly right. She wrote a book called How to Break Up with Your Phone. And she talks about as often as you can, putting your phone away, as often as you can, getting rid of your phone, setting it aside, because we all know that it's a distraction. We all know that it has become an appendage, an extra appendage on our body. And for us to really get into fun, we got to get rid of our phone. We talked about our adolescents. We talked about our kids not really knowing how to play. I've talked to parents and they tell me their kids don't go out and play anymore. And these are young kids, and their kids don't go and do things with anyone else anymore because they're sitting there just scrolling through. And I know you've seen it. We've seen it. You go in and you may be in a coffee shop or somewhere else, and you got 4 people sitting around a table, 3 people sitting around a table, but all of them have their phones out and they're scrolling. They're not paying attention to one another. We were at the football game, and I'm sitting behind these 3 girls, and they act like they're fans. They were FSU fans, and they act like they're fans, but they spent all their time on Instagram and all these other apps taking their selfies and doing their pout lips and everything like that. And I'm just like, why did you pay the money to come to the game? Because you're sitting here scrolling. You're not even talking to the people that you're at the game with. And so it was interesting to me to sit there and watch that. So the first thing is reduce distractions. The second thing she says is increase interaction by actually interacting with live human beings.
Yeah.
I know that's a hard one. I know we're so accustomed to digital or virtual human beings, but she says that we are to interact with human beings, which is who God's created us to be. God has created us to be with him and to be with one another.
Do you ever wonder that just makes me think, and I believe it was last week when we sort of talked about this, we get lulled to sleep by Satan saying, shh, don't worry about that. And I think when we don't interact with people, like face to face, I think that's kind of a lulling too, because it takes away the opportunity to, well, all kinds of things, relationship, fun, you just name it.
Yeah. Well, and Marilyn just posted, there's too much heavy responsibility today. And there is heavy responsibility today, which is all the more reason why we need fun in our lives. I mean, that proves the point of the necessity of fun. And what Catherine Price says is that part of having fun is connecting with real live people. Well, then you get into this reality that we are so polarized. I mean, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we were discussing another individual that has differences of opinion with me and really doesn't want to have anything to do with me. And so we get into this place where we can't have fun. We can't be playful with other people because we're so polarized and against one another. And to the degree that she walks through how to have connection with people, I want to walk through these steps because I want us to see how simplistic they are, but how far we've fallen away from what it is to connect. The first is this: make eye contact with someone. Now, not flirty eyes, but make eye contact with someone, and not weird eyes. Don't give them the weird eye look. Just make eye contact. And if you make eye contact, then maybe say hello. Maybe just introduce yourself. And then if you get past that, then ask them a simple question about who they are. Be inquisitive about who they are. What is it in this world that fascinates you? What do you enjoy doing? And just begin to ask them questions. And what may happen in that interaction is you may find someone that has similarities to you, that prefers the same things that you do, and someone that you can have fun with.
Yeah.
And the last thing is find opportunities to rebel or break the rules of responsible adulthood. Now, she says, I don't want you breaking the law. I just want you to take this mindset of adulthood and I want you to rebel against that. And she didn't say this, but this is what she was saying, and become more childlike, to revert back to what it was to be a child. Now, we need to make the distinction as well that it's a difference between childlikeness and childishness. She's not saying become childish. She's saying become childlike. Marcy and I had fun one time. There was a movie put out about the Hillsong worship team, and we went to the theater, and there were probably 2 other people in there, and we're singing along with them and we're worshiping with them, and we weren't really concerned about what other people around us were thinking, although we didn't have to be that concerned
because there were just 4 of us.
Because there weren't many people in there.
There you go. The acoustics were great.
Right. But we just had fun. So the last thing she says is this: prioritize your fun. And we do. We have some heavy responsibilities. There are things in life that we sit back and we go, man, I can't get over this. Or as I put in the title and the heading, we're so caught up in the chaos of life. We're so caught up in being depressed or frustrated or angry. I mean, we spend so much time being angry at other people who don't agree with us. Why do we waste our energy with that when we could be prioritizing having fun, enjoying the day, enjoying being around the other people? So those are the things that she talks about. So we want to talk about just some basic things that we can do to bring fun and playfulness back into our lives.
Oh, please, can we see one of those videos now?
I forgot about the videos.
I just think this is perfect.
Yeah, so we want to show you.
I always make fun of his interests.
We want to show you this video. So this first video, it says, spot the imposter.
And we're not on.
We're not on.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
It says, spot the imposter. So let me start it again because the imposter will go by pretty quick, but it's hilarious. And okay, so I've got to admit, in our home, we will sit and we will scroll and we will laugh hysterically at videos. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they're animal videos. Mm-hmm. And so we have passed this down to our kids. And so Bailey sent us this video.
Well, she sent it to the whole family yesterday.
Stay. Lay down. Bronx, lay down. Lay down. Oh, okay, that's a good boy.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
So we're going to watch that one more time. I just want you to see it. We're a golden retriever family. And we laugh at golden videos all the time.
Bronx, lay down. Lay down. Oh, okay, that's a good boy.
He just slams himself down.
So I don't know about y'all, but sometimes that's the way I feel in life. I'm told to do certain things.
Oh my.
Brooke likes to watch dog videos as well.
Oh, I mean, they're the best.
Yeah.
I mean.
Okay, so the first thing is this. Borrow your own memories.
That's a borrowed memory right there.
Borrow your own memories. Go back, spend some time, go back and think about what was fun to you as a child. What did you enjoy doing? Yeah. Because what's fun to one is not necessarily fun to the other. Marcy and I realized this through our marriage. Some of the things that she likes to do that she finds fun are things that I don't necessarily find fun. I mean, you had put in there that you like to dig in the dirt and you like to walk through nurseries. I don't.
Yeah.
Is that putting it mildly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why that's up there. Anyway, so Borrow your own memories. Sit down, write out a list of things that you enjoyed doing when you were a child, and then highlight those things. Kind of create a fun play bucket list, and then begin to organize those and put those in place into your schedule. The second thing is this: change your routine. Change how you drive to work. Go a different way to work. Turn on fun music. Turn on music. That's why I like working out. Is because I listen to music that I don't normally listen to when I'm working out.
Okay. You need something upbeat, huh?
Yeah, I gotta have something that wakes me up. So drive a different way to work, or change something in your routine. Find something that's fun. Now, for me, that's the struggle, because we have started working out. I have admitted multiple times in multiple places, I like donuts. And so a change in my routine at times was getting up and going getting donut. I can't do that anymore. And so I've got to find another way to change my routine.
Well, this morning I'm going to go get me some kale and smash it up and put it in a cup.
That's weird. In the changing of your routine, listen, just find a podcast or find something that's funny. I will go find comedians, just because I know I need to laugh. I know it's almost as if I know that I have a deficit. And so there are times, we said, put away your phone, put away your distractions. And so I'm going to confess something right now. There are times that we're laying in bed, Marcy's asleep or is going to sleep, and she will feel the bed move because I'm laughing, but I'm holding in my laugh. I'm not laughing out loud. So I'm just shaking everything. And she says, "What are you watching?" And I got to watch comedians sometimes because I know I need to laugh. So change your routine. Do something. And this is 21st century. Do something without sharing it. Just do it and don't post it. Don't post anything about it. Don't let anyone know that you were doing it. Do something without sharing it. Just let it be you and whoever's with you. Enjoy that moment. Enjoy that time. The next one is live in the moment. Find those micro moments.
Very important.
Mars and I, we would go on walks, and that didn't work either. We would go on walks. And so we would, our walks were kind of uneventful. So I pulled up questions for couples and we were walking around, and I said, okay, I've got 101 questions that I'm going to ask. And so some of them were fun questions. Some of them were in-depth questions, but it made the walk go faster. And the great thing about it is we've been married 32 years. And there are still things that I can learn about her, still things that she can learn about me. And so find those micro moments, live in the present, live in the moment. See, here's the deal, y'all. Most of the things that we're stressed about, most of the things that we're upset about, they're things either in the past or they're things in the future. Right. So if we live in the present, the greater potential of us having fun and enjoying the moment is there.
Yeah, I totally agree.
The next one is a pretty obvious one. Try new things. Try things that you haven't done before. And I'm not really sure what those would be.
Oh, I think it's really funny because Scott said one of his things is go on a hike. Oh my gosh. I love to hike. It's a new thing for him.
I don't mind hiking. We got to be honest here, because we were on a trip. And she said, I want to go on a hike to the top of the mountain. What was it, 9,000 elevation?
Are we talking about North Carolina? Or are we talking about Diamond?
Well, both of those. Marcy's like, let's go for a hike.
Well, I always have a location. Like, it's over there. Let's go over there.
Yeah, we're in Hawaii.
This is years ago.
And she said, I want to go to Diamond Head. Well, the entire island is the volcano, and so we're walking around the volcano. it wasn't a fun hike.
Oh man, the flowers are absolutely stunning. The
But-
birds, the view.
but
It
then
was living in the moment.
But then we get to the other side of the volcano, and she's like, let's go up on the top of the volcano. And I'm like, I'm worn out already. Well, guess what happened? When we got down, we took a taxi back to our hotel. I wasn't hiking back to our hotel. I don't mind hiking.
That's just funny.
But there's got to be some place that you're going to go. So try new things.
Yes.
Watch a movie that you wouldn't normally watch, a genre that you wouldn't normally go. Plan a scavenger hunt in a place that you've never been. So decide a place, plan a scavenger hunt, or plan a picnic.
Play more.
Play more.
Just play.
Yeah. The next one is set a fun minimum. Now this might sound rigid, but it's set up an amount of time per day that you're going to have fun. If it's,
It sounds ridiculous is what it sounds.
well, I mean,
I'm only going to have fun for 15 minutes and 28 seconds.
okay, but if you don't plan it, most days you get
Okay,
through
that's
and you
just-
haven't done it.
Okay, so I can go on both sides of that. That sounds ridiculous, but I do understand it.
Okay. The next one is set aside one day a week in which you're going to have a minimum of 2 hours of fun. That you're scheduling, you're prioritizing, you're laughing at this.
That's like when you're looking at your Apple Watch and it's almost closed for your movement. And so you're like, I'm going to walk around the couch 16 times to close that ring.
Okay, so this is showing right here that some people think the only way you can have fun is spontaneity. Other people think you can have fun by scheduling it and prioritizing it. So, as you can probably see, the manner in which she has fun is different than the manner in which I have fun. But schedule, get it into your schedule, prioritize it. Oh my gosh.
That was great.
Oh my gosh. I read this one. I thought it was a great idea. Create a play drawer. Create a space in your home. And we got a space where we have board games and stuff like that. But create a play drawer that you have Play-Doh and you have bubbles. I was thinking of that. How often do adults just buy bubbles?
Okay, I will agree with that because I believe it's at Spring Fest and I believe, or whatever we call it, in Fall Fest.
Fall Fest.
We
is
had
what we
these
call it.
monster bubbles.
Oh, that
and
was at
stuff,
Spring
and that
Fest.
was that's just so much stinking
Spring
fun.
fling is what we called that.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So find things that you enjoy. One of the things.
From your play drawer.
Okay. Y'all can obviously tell I'm the one that put this together. So whatever it is, but no, I'm not even going to go there. So anyway, create a space in your home where you have things that you enjoy that you know it's there. You can go there.
I'm sorry. It's a checklist. I'm going to go put it in our house. Okay.
Okay, here's what's funny, y'all. She's the checklist person.
I am now.
She thrives by checklists. She's like, oh, check. So anyway, okay, so do that. Have more fun, and this may not work for you, but have more fun at work. Share jokes, share riddles with one another. Let it be more than just we go there, we do our work, we walk away, because remember, we're supposed to connect with real human beings. And so a way to do that, institute a fun day at work to celebrate something, anniversaries, birthdays, that you're still alive, that you're upright, whatever it is, find those things. One of the things that I read that I thought was interesting was create a bucket list board where people that work there can walk up and write their bucket list, some of their bucket list things out. And it may spark something in you to go, oh, I would really like to do that. And so other people are having fun. As I say that, I'm thinking everybody's having more fun than us, although you're having a lot of fun right now at my expense. But to be able to see what other people do for fun and to be able to draw from that.
Borrowed.
Yes. Have play dates with your spouse, with your friends, with your significant others. Find ways. What are you laughing at?
So brittle.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, she just left me, y'all. She just left me. She's gone. Okay. Bucket lister, great, Marilyn said. And Marilyn, I feel like y'all are covering
Yes,
your
that's
bucket list. Heather said she has fun fishing in the pool, playing with puppies, playing cards, games, hanging out with friends and
That's
family.
awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome.
It sounds like Heather's having a lot of fun.
I think so too. Yeah.
More fun than we are, except for now. And then the last thing is hang out with a kid. Hang out with a kid and just be enamored and be in awe with how simplistic fun and play is to a child.
No kidding.
And then remind yourself that if we do not become like children, we will not inherit the kingdom of God.
That's right. Amen to that.
So, man, that may have not been any help to you whatsoever. But it gave Marcy a tremendous laugh today. And so I'm glad I could contribute to that. Again, I have to say the reason we talked about this today is because one, I don't think we have enough fun, play in our lives. I was convicted by the TED Talk video that I talked about at the beginning. But two, God has created us to enjoy, which is the root of joy. I mean, joy, the word joy is the root of that. We are to have joy in creation. We are to have joy in what God provides. And with so much going on around us, I think we forget that. I forget that.
It's easy to do.
And man, if I in any way have contributed to that in you because I'm too serious or I take life too seriously, please forgive me, because that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I've got to work harder at becoming childlike. I got to work harder at finding fun in my life.
So on Sunday, when you join us for worship at either 9 or 10:30, this is my challenge to you in holding Scott accountable. So the next, when you see him, say, did you acquiesce to Marcy's desire to just two-step around the island in the kitchen? He needs to grow in that, and that would definitely be fun, and it would be a lot more fun than solving a riddle.
I've done that. I've danced with you in the house.
So anyways, this is why we are a body of believers, to hold one another accountable. And I'm just kind of like laying it out there. So anywho, which means y'all come and join us for worship this Sunday at 9 and 10:30. There's so much going on.
Yeah, there is a lot going on. We want to be together in community. We want to connect with real human beings. We have engaged groups that are about to start up.
The week of September the 18th.
The week of September the 18th, we're going to start signups this week. And we want people to be in those groups, to grow in their relationship with God, to grow in relationship with one another. We feel like that's who God's created us to be. Worship on Sunday is vitally important to this body and to this community. But these engaged groups, these smaller groups that we can come together, get to know one another, get to know God, grow together, serve together, those are vitally important. And so we've had a lot of fun in our engaged groups over the last several years. And so I hope that you will pray about and consider being in one of those engaged groups.
Absolutely.
Y'all, we love you. Thanks for being here. Share this or don't. You may be sitting there going, I'm not sharing this with...
share the videos. Those
Yeah.
are great.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But we love you.
Y'all have a great day.
We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.